How many of you remember the famous celebrity television show, Big Brother and Big Boss? Quite a few. And how many of you remember Jade Goody, the consummate, controversial contestant who conquers the viewers with her conquest? What a tragedy! She died at the age of 27 from a dreaded disease called cervical cancer. According to the data published by National Institute of Cancer Prevention and Research, December 2017, one woman dies of cervical cancer every 8 minutes in India. Adding to that, 1,22,000 women are newly diagnosed of cervical cancer every year in India. Unlike other cancers, cervical cancer strikes at an early age between 34 to 55 years with a median age of 38 years. This sounds really scary, isn't it? But the good thing is that your fate is in your own hand, as cervical cancer is absolutely a preventable predicament. It has been found that a virus called human papilloma virus causes more than 90% of cervical cancer. And just 2 shots of this human papilloma virus vaccine to your juvenile angel can save many a tears. Many of us present here have our daughter or a family member in the age group of 9 to 25. How will you feel if you are able to make a decision on the health and well-being of your child now rather than 20 years from now? The decision may be so critical that it can even save your daughter's life when she reaches middle age. It has been seen that human papilloma virus, these 2 shots of vaccine can prevent this calamity. So think now, think fast, think ahead. Choice is yours. You might be thinking that 9 to 25 years is a long time. Let me deal with the other priorities in my life first. But please remember, sooner the better. Because post-sexual exposure, human papilloma virus is more like the common cold of genital tract, with 80% of middle-aged men and women being infected. Many people does not realize that they are actually carrying this virulent virus. When they find it out, it's too little, too late. Echoing the words of Dr. Catriona Henchion, Medical Director of Irish Family Planning Association, cervical cancer is a condition which rarely produces symptoms. It's all about preventing women from getting the disease. And what better way to prevent the disease than by just taking these 2 shots of vaccination in time? A stitch in time saves 9. Choice is yours. Sanjeev and Saswati are my close friends since childhood. Couple of years back, I attended their marriage ceremony. One fine evening, I got a frantic call from Sanjeev. Saumendu, my life is doomed. Saswati has been diagnosed with cervical cancer and her uterus needs to be removed immediately. Where should I go? The calamity struck, pulled from the blue. I realized they will never have a biological child in their life. Even if she gets cured, by crumbling through the claws of surgery, chemotherapy and radiotherapy. Had Shashwati taken those 2 shots of vaccination in time, today she would have been planning for a wonderful motherhood rather than fighting it out in a cancer ward. No one can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. Choice is yours. Let me assure you that over 120 countries in the world, including US FDA and CDC, Center for Disease Control, has considered this vaccine absolutely safe. Over 200 million doses has been injected so far in this world today, with minimal side effect like pain and soreness at the injection site. So a small pain today can give rise to a major gain for tomorrow. Choice is yours. During my 6 months training in cancer ward, I have seen the pain, the agony, the despair in the eyes of those young women. Apart from their own sufferings, they were also mothers. I could see the tears rolling down their face when their teensy tiny kids used to come running into the ward during the visiting hours. Given this ache and anguish, calamity and catastrophe, it's better to prevent now rather than repent about it later. Friends, hold your hand in your heart with me. Think about your beloved one. There is no better time than now. Either help them to breathe or leave them to fade. Choice is yours. Over to you, Toastmaster.